watching Fox 13's Good Day Tampa Bay.
This hour, a new plan to get drivers to slow down in school zones. And all they need is a camera.
Plus, you may have some extra time to take out the trash. Why one city could see significant delays today.
You want to do it now?
I'd love to do it right now.
Well, stand your butt up then.
You stand your butt up.
Oh, hold on. Oh, stop it.
Is that your solution every poll?
No, sit down.
Your tax dollars at work. Senator Bernie Sanders has a new job title, referee. Why he just had to break up a fight on Capitol Hill. Wow. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Good Day Tampa Bay at 6. I'm Russell Rhodes.
And I'm Laura Moody. Good morning, everybody. First up this Wednesday, November 15th. Dave and Elise are standing by with a check of weather and roads. Let's start with Dave. Good morning.
Good morning. Nice to get some rain yesterday. I mean, it wasn't a ton, but it was a start. 3/10 of an inch of rain out at Tampa International. I know there were other spots that got more, and now this morning, it's like the West Coast and South Florida is kind of surrounded by shower activity. It's not making a beeline for us yet, but I want you to notice southwest of Cape Coral and Bonita Springs, you see that area of rain that's developing. That is going to start to move onshore. So our southern counties may get soaked this afternoon with more scattered showers from Tampa north. But either way, our rain chances are up again today between 60 and 70%. Our temps running in the lower 70s right now, but we're only going to go to the upper 70s with all that cloud cover. So cloudy, windy with scattered showers today. Your highs in the upper 70s. Elise?
All right, Dave. Thank you. Good morning, everyone. We'll get you right outside right now to the roadways to see what's happening for you. Fairly quiet overall. 75 at Fowler Avenue seems to be moving along here. No issues there. And I-4 at the Notasassa Road, also a good go for you in both directions. A lot of green, as you can see. I'm still seeing that crash out there listed on 34th Street and 50th Avenue, but up to US 19 through Tarpon Springs into Innisbrook, into Palm Harbor, then further south into Dunedin. A really nice ride for you on alternate 19 and US 19. And then down to your big bridges. Those are all normal speeds right now. And here's a look at your Tampa majors moving along just fine. 75, your Vets, and 275 from the north apex of 75 to I-4. Just a 12-minute drive for this morning's commute.
All right, Elise, thank you. A heads up for drivers this morning. You could soon have one more reason to slow down in school zones.
In Hillsborough County, they might just catch you on camera. Kelly Cowan joins us live with a closer look at the proposal that's up for discussion today. Hey, Kel.
Hey, good morning to you. Yeah, these cameras not up and installed just yet, but that's certainly the plan here in Hillsborough County. Commissioners will be meeting to identify about 24 schools where they say there are drivers that are consistently speeding through those school zones, and those are going to be the first on the list for this program. So you just heard it there, but essentially this is how the school speed zone detection program would work. Drivers would have to be going at least 10 miles an hour over the speed limit in order to trigger the system and then end up with a ticket. That would result in a $100 fine. The cameras would only be allowed to operate during times when school zones are actually in effect, so they won't constantly be running, but that's typically about an hour each morning and each afternoon around the start and stop times. And then the cameras would also be turned off at other times. So during the summer and when school is out, they will not be running. The monies raised by this program are going to go to the sheriff's office to help support more school zone safety programs.
All right, Kelly. Thank you.
It's 6:05 now, and Tampa police continued to look at ways to make Ybor City safer. They held a town hall last night in Ybor over 2 weeks after a shooting on 7th Avenue left 2 people dead and 16 others hurt. It was a packed house. Residents, workers, city leaders, they were all there. Dozens of people shared their own stories, their concerns, and their ideas about how to reduce crime. Some people supported some type of curfew for minors. Others raised concerns about the number of bars and restaurants in a small area. One ongoing discussion is when to close 7th Avenue to traffic. Everything gathered last night will be added to a TPD report. Police are expected to present that report to City Council at the beginning of next year.
It's almost 6:06, and the driver accused of intentionally hitting 2 Hillsborough County deputies likely will not be making a court date today. His lawyers filed paperwork yesterday to postpone a bail hearing for Ralph Boozy so he could be evaluated by a psychiatrist. The lawyers state that Boozy has been diagnosed with, quote, schizoaffective disorder, bipolar type. Boozy is accused of driving into the deputies last Thursday after a welfare check in Brandon. Both deputies survived, but one may lose a leg. And just days before the crash, Boosie's mother filed 2 separate petitions to have her son taken into protective custody under Florida's Baker Act. But both petitions were denied.
In Highlands County, a man is dead after a nearly 24-hour hostage situation. Investigators say Sonny Highlands Sr. held his 3- and 4-year-old children inside his home from 9:30 Monday until 4:30 yesterday afternoon. At one point, the mother was able to escape. Polk deputies took over negotiations, and the children were released. Shortly after, they threw gas canisters inside to force him out. They say he came out briefly, he fired at deputies, and then went back into the burning home. He died in the fire.
Bad news if today is your trash day. You could see some delays in the city of Tampa. That's because the McKay Bay Waste-to-Energy facility in Tampa is closed because of a power outage. The facility receives about 2 million pounds of garbage every day. All public and commercial customers will not be able to use the facility. City says that all collection services today, including trash, recycling, and yard waste, may be delayed. They say you should leave your bins outside, though. Hopefully, crews will get to it sometime today. All right, still ahead. An eruption is imminent.
How Iceland is now preparing for a natural disaster. Plus, watch where you're watering. A look at the new rules for spraying your lawn. Hey, Dave.
Hey, Laura, 6:11. Got some rain yesterday. We're back at it again today. 60 to 70% is our rain chance for today, and a 60% chance for tomorrow, keeping temperatures near normal for highs. Also, a lot of cloud cover and wind to go along with this as well.
Fox 13 Sky Tower Radar Weather is brought to you by Spa Manufacturers, the only place for quality hot tubs and swim spas at the lowest prices. Just look for the Big Yellow Dock on Ulmerton Road.
You're watching Good Day Tampa Bay.
Welcome back to Good Day. Developing overseas right now, concerns are growing in Iceland over a volcanic eruption.
Follows hundreds of small earthquakes, most of them near the town of Grindavik. You know, I was watching Paul last night talking about our rain and like over on the East Coast, like Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a totally different situation.
Fort Lauderdale passed 100 inches of rain yesterday, okay? They're going to break their all-time record today, 102 inches. For the entire year, and it's not even December yet. Right. We have 31 inches of rain. Sarasota's got like 25 inches of rain, give or take an inch. I mean, ridiculous. 4 hours away. Yeah. They have 100 inches of rain this year, and we are sitting here in our situation. And let me show you what's going to happen today and why they're going to get a lot more rain than us. Again, there's a reason for this, at least for today. There's a specific reason for this. Look at all the rain out into the Gulf. First of all, here's your low. Your low pressure system is here, okay? And you're pinwheeling and throwing a lot of moisture, and it's all going to come back on shore. But what this low is going to do today is it's going to transfer its energy. It's going to pick it up, and it's going to carry it and drop it down here in South Florida, developing another low. Okay, it's a little bit complicated, but it happens all the time where this low is going to transfer its energy to this low. And this one is going to crank up. They may get tropical storm force winds in Fort Lauderdale to go along with 5 to 10 inches of rain from Fort Lauderdale to Miami. Not kidding. And who doesn't get the rain when that happens? The west coast of Florida. It just jumps over us. I'm going to show it to you again in a second. Upper 60s, lower 70s. Our morning temperatures running 10 degrees above normal, but our highs right at normal in the upper 70s. We got winds out of the east, and they'll be very, very gusty again today. So here's how it happens. Here's your low, just kind of cranking along. This is not a tropical situation, not a big deal. So this low all of a sudden drops to the south, and it takes its energy and just kind of carries it over to South Florida. So another low develops here. Meanwhile, all this rain starts to dissipate along the west coast. Then this low cranks up to the eastern seaboard. So overall, the best rain chances are going to be right here, Fort Lauderdale and Miami, or out here into the Gulf. Who gets the least amount of rain? The west coast of Florida. Could we see another ½ inch to an inch in spots? Absolutely, no doubt about it. But the lion's share this time around, again, is going to be over south and southeastern parts of our state. Look at that. Energy here transfers its energy to here, forgets us in the middle. We will have some showers today, though, just not as much rain as South Florida is going to see. Cloudy, windy, some scattered showers, your high of 78. Tonight, overnight lows will kick back to 69 degrees. And then tomorrow, just another windy one with some scattered showers and a high of 79. Please no boating again today. We do have the small craft advisories, and we may have those again tomorrow as well. But the weekend looks fantastic. Sunday is going to be a spectacular day, at least low 62 with a high of 78.
That sounds nice,
Dave.
That
does sound nice.
Yeah, thank you. 6:18 is our time. Good morning, everyone. A couple of issues out there. Here's a crash, 75 southbound at Cortez Boulevard, a hit-and-run crash of reports and emergency vehicles on the scene, as you can see. But we'll keep you updated as those things move along. Here is a look at I-4 just at US 27. That eastbound side, that usual volume at this time, as well as your westbound side. But we'll head to the rest of the roadways. Out to your Polk majors, things look really good here with a lot of green through Haines City, through Winter Haven, no issues through Lakeland either. And here's a look at Manatee County, 75 in both directions to and from the Manatee River looks good. 301 through Bradenton, your Tamiami Trail also in good shape. And continuing further south to Sarasota and Venice, 75 looks nice here. And your Tamiami Trail also in good shape here. A look at your big bridges, your Howard Franklin, the Courtney Campbell, your Gandy Bridge, and your Sunshine Skyway Bridge. No issues to report right now. But I would like to report that it is Wednesday, and that means it's time for another peek inside the Great Rides Garage. Let's take a look at this classic cruiser, a 1950s Chevy Skyline Deluxe from Good Day viewer Colleen, and this is a friend of Laura's. This is a photo of the ride out on Clearwater Beach and that beautiful sunset it looked like. Colleen says it's an updated street rod custom with a 350 small block engine and custom pinstriping by Frango, and they bought the car from New York after only seeing a few pictures of it. When it got delivered, it looked better than they could have imagined and called the first drive the best blind date they've ever had, which is now why the car is called Blind Date. Oh, look at that beauty. To all those good blind dates out there, right? All right, and Great Rides continues in our 8 o'clock hour. If you have a great ride to show off, we want to see it. Send photos and information to WTVT Great Rides at Fox.com, and you may see your ride right here on Good Day. Russell and Laura?
Colleen texted me last night.
Yeah?
She said, my car's going to be on Great Rides. She said it's called Blind Date. She's doing the Clearwater Yacht Club boat parade.
Oh, nice.
She's the head of that.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah.
Good. And you're in that parade, yes?
Yes. But this is her car on I guess, what she likes to do elsewhere.
Pretty
anyway,
cool.
Colleen, thank you for sending that in.
All right, next in Hot Clicks, a kayaker in Florida spots a manatee.
Yeah, but what the manatee did next was the real surprise. Plus, a birthday girl celebrates a century and the moment that left her speechless.
Fox 13 Sky Fox Traffic is sponsored by Glass Doctor, ready to enhance the beauty, safety, and comfort of your home.
Call the Glass Doctor, we'll fix your paint. Oh, yeah!
You're watching Good Day Tampa Bay.
Welcome back. It's 6:23. It's time to see what's clicking on the web.
Hey, Walter, good morning.
Morning, guys. We have manatees, we have musk ox, and we have a century birthday. All right, let's do it. First up this morning, what could be cooler than spotting a manatee in the wild? This woman in North Florida just found out.
Wow.
That's precious.
There it is.
There it is.
All right, Walter, thank you.
You bet.
Stay with us. Still ahead in the next half hour. New rules for recess.
What state lawmakers are proposing and why your kids probably won't be cheering for it. Plus, you can now get even closer to look at the manatees right here in the Bay Area. The new viewing platform opening today.
Fox 13's Prime Time is sponsored by Optimum Healthcare Medicare Advantage Plans.
You're watching Good Day Tampa Bay.
Welcome, everybody. I'm Russell Rhodes.
And I'm Laura Moody. Good morning, everybody. We've got to check on the headlines coming up in just a minute. But first, we need another check of the forecast from Dave. And Dave, we got a little rain yesterday. What a beautiful sight that was.
Look behind me. Look at the rain on the radar behind me. Is it November? Got to tell you, I'm happy to see this, though. But it's a very complicated weather pattern, which is really going to favor South Florida today for the heaviest rain. And we're talking about Fort Lauderdale to Miami, that spot. We will get some scattered showers as well. We'll take any drop that we can get. So right now it's actually pretty quiet as you're walking out the door. We are anticipating scattered showers to develop, move on shore later today, and especially over South Florida. Real heavy stuff for those folks. Upper 60s and lower 70s. These temperatures running almost 10 degrees above normal. However, because of the clouds and the showers and the wind, our highs will be near normal today, going back into the upper 70s. So just bring your rain gear, okay?
All right, Dave, thank you. 6:31 is our time. Good morning, everyone. Happy Wednesday. We'll get you right outside to the roadways right now where Skyfox is up over 275 looking into West Shore just off of the Howard Franklin Bridge. Things are moving along fine here in both directions. No issues there. But we do have a crash. This is a hit and run crash, a 75 on that southbound side at Cortez Boulevard. You can see it off to the side, an emergency presence on the scene, but the lane's smooth sailing right around it, but just be aware of that. We'll go to the rest of the roads. A lot of green right now. 75 around Big Bend Road looks really good. Through Apollo Beach, further south into Ruskin, a nice ride for you. Out to I-4 westbound, starting to see some of that volume, that normal volume at this hour build into McIntosh Road. It does ease up a bit, and then it's a good go to the downtown interchange, so no major issues there. Out to your Polk majors, these are all in good shape as well. A lot of green. And here's a look at your toll routes. Your Veterans Expressway, your Selman, all in good shape, and your Polk Parkway, you just saw on the maps, also moving along just fine.
Okay, thank you, Elise. Well, developing in Manatee County, there's controversy over consolidating.
A new push to combine the cities of Anna Maria Island with Bradenton. Now, the idea is now being examined at the state level. Fox 13's Matthew McClellan has more on this now. And Matt, we know this border battle has been going on for a while now.
Yeah, the new piece of this, Laura, is the Bradenton piece. We'll get to that in just a second. Even though it's only 7 miles long, Anna Maria Island currently has 3 separate police departments, 3 city commissions, and 3 mayors, one for Anna Maria, one for Bradenton Beach, and one for Holmes Beach. Now, the consolidation study is expected, Laura and Russell, to wrap up by next July, with researchers presenting their results to lawmakers. Those lawmakers will then decide whether to publish the report and make it available to the cities and to the public. Laura?
All right, Matt, thank you. Developing in Tallahassee new rules for recess. State lawmakers are now looking into it, and the way this sounds, your kids might not be happy about it.
Our Regina Gonzalez is live in the story for us. And Gina, we know state lawmakers have tried this before, but parents have stepped in, right?
Yeah, that is right, Russell. And lawmakers ended up siding with those parents. So many are hoping that history will repeat itself, because parents who are against this legislation, this proposed legislation, argue that if adults deserve unstructured breaks while at work, then hey, children at school do too. Now, many of the parents who fought back against the bill that was similar to this in 2017, they no longer have kids that are in elementary schools, so they're urging this new generation of parents to contact lawmakers and to stress to them that kids deserve their playtime.
All right, Gina, thank you. Today in Apollo Beach, the Tico Manatee Viewing Center opens its newest addition, a brand new observation platform. It stretches out about 150 feet into the canal from the tidal walk. That gives guests an even closer look at the manatees, who often huddle in the warm waters during the colder weather, which means you might not see too many of them today. Center also has a Stingray touch tank, an education center, and a remodeled gift shop. They've even added 2 electric golf carts to transport visitors from the overflow parking lot.
It's so fun if you've never gone.
It is.
All right, tonight in Ybor City, the first tree lighting of the season. It's the 13th annual event for the Ybor City Chamber of Commerce. This is video from last year. Mayor Jane Castor will be out there to help flip the switch. There will be holiday singing, dancing, photos with Santa and Mrs. Claus, free hot chocolate, cookies. Ceremony starts at 6 right on Centro Ybor, and it's free and open to the public.
Ybor needs that tonight.
Yes, they do.
They need it. Good. Well, still ahead, touching tributes for a fallen friend.
Matthew Perry's co-stars break their silence on his sudden death. Plus, big news from a huge hip-hop star. A new album over 15 years in the making. But the biggest surprise is how he made it without saying a word.
And then later in our next hour, are you a last-minute holiday planner? Experts are weighing in on the strategies to utilize now to get the best deals and avoid the stress. Their advice later at 7.
Waking Up with Charlie is sponsored by Farah and Farah, Tampa's accident attorneys.
We put in time, energy, and resources because your case is worth it. Farah and Farah.
Welcome back. Topping entertainment news this morning. After releasing a joint statement, a few of Matthew Perry's Friends co-stars have some personal words to share now. Time to say good morning, good day to Charlie Belcher. Hey, Charlie.
Good day to you, Mariah Harrison. How are you this fine Wednesday morning?
I'm doing well. Just, you know, waiting for that Andre 3000 flute album to come out. You know what? We've waited for so long. Whatever he put out, I'll bop to it. Whatever it is.
You think it is? It's all just digital now, because it sounds like you would need, if it was a CD, it would need to fold out like 4 times just for the song titles.
For the song
titles. You have to have a accordion brochure.
I mean, they're so long.
Hey, look, do not adjust your television set. The Christmas shirt is on. I know we're a week away from Thanksgiving, but I'm wearing a Santa shirt. And you can't stop me.
Class.
Yeah, you can't stop, won't stop. Spreading the joy a little early. And I'll explain why I broke the Christmas shirt out of storage a little early this year in just a moment. But first, let's talk about the fact that it is November 15th, 2023. It is 11/15/23. And Mariah Harrison, on this date in history, let's talk burger joints. Let's talk fast food, shall we?
Okay.
Which has a connection to your original neck of the woods, the state of Michigan. That's what I'm hinting at.
Okay.
Right?
That is where I'm from, yeah.
From Michigan,
yes.
aren't you? Yeah.
I'm trying to think.
So it was November 15th. No, probably not. Most people don't. Makes perfect sense in my head, however. It was November 15th, 1969, 54 years ago today. Dave Thomas opens a little restaurant in Columbus, Ohio. And if you remember the commercials from the 80s and 90s, just saying Dave Thomas, you should know the restaurant of which I'm speaking. Okay. And that, of course, would be the one he named after his daughter, Wendy's. Wendy's first opened on November 15th, 1969. They moved their headquarters to Dublin, Ohio in 2006. It is the 3rd largest fast food chain behind Burger King and McDonald's, with 6,711 stores throughout the world. I did not realize that. Did you know they merged with Arby's a few years ago?
No, I did not.
The parent company of Arby's merged with Wendy's. I didn't know that either. So America's roast beef, yes sir, and Frosties.
Wendy's. The Frosties. Now, I haven't had a Wendy's burger in a long time, but the Frosties.
Apparently, I had a Wendy's burger Saturday night. I'm on our way home from a thing. And
apparently?
Today, well,
I don't
really remember. Apparently, I had one.
Okay.
It's a long story. However, I will tell you that you got to get a Frosty from Wendy's, and you got to dip your French fries in it.
Yes, you do. That's the rule.
Weird, oh, good. You're with me on that one. Okay.
I'm with you fully.
All right, let me get to my Michigan connection. So apparently Dave Thomas was inspired by his favorite childhood burger place in Kalamazoo, Michigan, called Kewpie Hamburgers. K-E-U-P-E-E, Kewpie Hamburgers. Was that a thing? Do you know? I mean, I know you're not from Kalamazoo.
Yeah, Kalamazoo is the west side of the state, and I'm from clean straight across on the east side. I'll put the hand up. Kalamazoo is over on that side. And then I'm from over closer to the Detroit side.
So you know anything about Kewpie Hamburgers?
I don't know a thing about Kewpie burgers. Not a thing.
Okay. Well, they apparently, I know somebody watching will know. Somebody watching will go, Kewpie Hamburgers, yes. So there you go.
Yeah, they will.
It inspired Dave Thomas to create Wendy's.
Oh, well, very cool.
So we're going to have a good day here. If it's a little too early for Christmas for you, I'm sorry, but anytime we could start spreading the joy of the holidays, it's fine with me. So we're going to be spreading the joy of Christmas this morning, even though we're a week away from Thanksgiving.
It's going to be a holly jolly day here on Good Day Tampa Bay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay?
Oh, yes, it will be.
Nice and early. Thanks, Charlie. We'll check in later.
Bye.
You hear that, Dave? Holly jolly.
Holly jolly. Okay. 73 overcast degrees outside this morning. Interestingly enough, our normal low is 61. We're at 73. But our normal high is at 79, and that's where we'll be this afternoon. So our overnight lows are way higher because of all the cloud cover and that lovely little east wind. We're kind of surrounded by rainfall. Today's best rain chances over South Florida. They're going to see a lot of rain. Fort Lauderdale to Miami, maybe 5 to 10 inches of rain in the next 24 hours. It'll be a bit more scattered for us, but we are going to have some scattered showers, especially during the afternoon hours, later in the afternoon into the evening, okay? So lower 70s now, strong east winds coming back at us again, but we're anticipating, again, a little bit of shower activity today and tomorrow. Look how it kind of jumps over us, though. A lot of heavy rain in the Gulf, a lot of heavy rain in South Florida. That low is transferring its energy to a low in South Florida, and we get kind of missed a little bit. But we still have some showers in the forecast. Notice today, you've got everything kind of moving on shore, pushing up toward the north and the east, and we'll continue with those scattered showers for tomorrow. But it's all out of here by the weekend, okay? Cloudy, windy, scattered showers, 78 today. We do have small craft advisories again today, so let's not get on the old boats. By the weekend, though, fantastic. Saturday's high 80, Sunday's high is around 78. Okay, Elise?
All right, Dave, thank you. We'll take you right outside now. Live, Skyfox is over a crash at 275 northbound at the ramp at MLK Boulevard. You can see that crash off to the side there, and just be aware of that. Things do seem to be moving along through the scene. 75 southbound, still seeing that crash at Cortez Boulevard. Reports of a hit and run, but the lanes are wide open there. And just getting information here about a crash at the Howard Franklin Bridge, so be aware of that as well. And we'll go to the rest of the roadways, US 19 through Holiday, some southbound delays into Tarpon Springs. It does clear up into Palm Harbor, into Dunedin, and further south into Pinellas Park. No major issues to report there. Your Sunshine Skyway Bridge moving along just fine.
All right, Elise, thank you. Let's get to some other headlines across the state this morning. A zoo in Brevard County is using new technology to better diagnose animals with medical issues. Staff at the Brevard Zoo were given this new CT scanner from a donor. It can hold up to 650 pounds. It runs a full scan on any part of an animal in 5 minutes or less. They're using it on Crouton right there, a green sea turtle who is covered in tumors. Staff says that this new device is a game changer because it really shows them what's going on inside the body, and it doesn't require them to take the animals off grounds. And this device isn't just for turtles. They have even used it to scan a stingray. Stay with us. Coming up next in business, one more option for a magical vacation. The next big resort coming to Central Florida. We'll be right back.
Fox 13's Good Day Tampa Bay is sponsored by Farah & Farah, Tampa's accident attorneys.
We put in time, energy, and resources because your case is worth it. Farah & Farah.
I do.
Business Watch now. Stocks rallied on Tuesday after fresh data showed inflation cooled more than expected. The Dow was up 489, NASDAQ up 326, and the S&P picked up 84. Walter joins us now with more business headlines this morning. Hey, good morning.
Russell, good morning to you. We know investors are happy with Congress right now after the House passed a bill to avoid a government shutdown. More good news as well. The October Consumer Price Index came in lower than expected. So that's good news there. All around good news this morning. I think I've had it once.
Yeah.
I haven't ordered it since.
I'm from Texas. We don't eat that kind of barbecue.
We got our own pork sandwiches. Looking at futures, Dow is up 111 points. NASDAQ is up 93, and S&P is up 18.5.
All right. Thank you.
You bet.
Still ahead, the Vegas Strip is about to get even more exciting. How they transformed one of the most famous roads in America into a racetrack.
Uncovered in the Fox 13 Lost Archives.
Was it in the water when you had it in your hand?
The story of the Two-Cross Epiphany, tonight at 10. You're watching Good Day Tampa Bay.
And finally this hour, the Vegas Strip just got a little brighter. Look at that. It's an aerial view of the first ever Formula One Las Vegas Grand Prix. The main grandstands are behind the famous casino resorts, but the track actually takes the cars right in front of those resorts. Practice runs start tomorrow. Wow.
Wow, it's beautiful, huh?
It sure is. Look at that. All right, that does it for the 6 a.m. hour of Good Day.
7 o'clock hour starts right now.